What'll you do when the battle rolls around?
I'll be right out front fighting. Uncle Cecil's allowed it. Says I'm an adult. I'm gonna kick some kid Winnie arse.
No fears?
Of what? My uncle believes I can do it, and Yarpen taught me how to swing an axe with follow-through. I'll smash a few heads, then go to the tavern and drink till I drop.
Battles are unpredictable, and this'll be your first. You'll have to kill, wade through piles of bloody corpses, all the while watching you don't get cut down yourself. Sure you're ready for this?
To tell the truth, I'm shitting myself a bit. Straw dummies. That's all I've swung at so far. When I think on what's going to happen here. But, all for one and one for all, right? Just don't tell my uncle, please. He's thrashed me a few times already for talk like that.
I won't say a word.
Ωραία, νικήσαμε τον Innkeeper στα ζάρια, οπότε... πάμε να εξερευνήσουμε και το τέλος της περιοχής εδώ πέρα, τι άλλο μας έμεινε και να συνεχίσουμε με το quest. Αλλά εδώ βγήκε κάτι καινούριο. Curfews in Vergen. All the humans and elves, as well as dwarves concerned for the state of their birds, are hereby advised that a curfew steamed around the world has arrived in Vergen. Ήρθε η ώρα να πάμε στο War Council. Ο χάρτης δείχνει από... όχι από εδώ. Πού βέβαια. Από εδώ. Στάνταρ. Εδώ είναι και μας περιμένουν. Αχ, είδες. Εγώ μαζί μου μήπως. Όχι, δεν πρέπει να το έχω το άλλο το armor. Τέλος πάντων, δεν πειράζει, αν πάμε.
You missed quite a scrap, gentlemen, and an opportunity to slay a monarch. There was a struggle and the prince was wounded.
You've all seen the magical phenomenon covering the battlefield. For any who still have doubts, this is no mundane mist, nor a petty fairground illusion. Most likely, we're up against a blood curse, an old and powerful spell. We do not know who cast it or why. For now, I have one piece of good news and several pieces of bad news. The good news is that Henselt and his army have been halted for the time being.
And the bad news?
The mist will grow. It may even engulf Vergen. Furthermore, wraiths may emerge from it.
Can they be made penitent? With an axe to the head?
In theory, yes, but I would suggest putting your faith in a silver weapon. Furthermore, the ghosts will weaken as they move away from the mist.
Is there any way to drive it off? Exorcise it?
A question for myself and Geralt of Rivia.
The Kingslayer?
Contrary to what old women at the wells say, he did not, in fact, slay any kings.
Course he didn't. Wouldn't hurt a fly, that one. Look at his eyes. You'll see he's the sensitive kind.
Whatever you may see in his eyes, few know more about lifting curses. Gentlemen, I do not require you to understand this phenomenon, but there are a few rules I insist you must follow.
Here we go.
No one is to approach the mist. It is mortally dangerous. In addition, we need to learn the story of the battle. For this, I especially count on the aid of Mr. Cecil Burden.
At your service, m'lady.
Thank you. To lift the curse, we require some objects symbolic of the war. Ones belonging to those who perished here 3 years past.
Pfft, more scrap iron from that massacre lying about than lice in Cecil's beard. I thought curses were best handled with...
Please leave the thinking to me, Mr. Zigrin, and I'd gladly hear less from you from now on. The objects must be magically active and strictly linked to the ghosts of the fallen. That is all.
Let me be clear. You're all to aid Philippa and the Witcher. What are you grumbling about now, Yarpen?
It's something in my gullet.
Take a swig of wine. Now, to worldly matters. How many are we?
Saskia, you know well,
How many?
we dwarves are near 200. But don't judge us by our number.
1,000 peasants will come, though you'll get no precise count.
My lords?
53 knights and another 200 armed men. Not enough.
Henselt leads 5,000, 5 to 1 against us. What think you of that?
We are few, they are many. But we have our walls, low though they be. If we had archers, who knows?
Oh, for a regiment of heavy arbalists from Lyria.
We have something better. Yorvith's elves. Scoia'tael. Gentlemen, I give you Yorvith.
What do you seek here, murderer?
100 of the North's best archers await your orders, Dragon Slayer.
You wished for archers, here they are.
I take no pleasure in fraternizing with elves. But even a shit-coated stick can be a weapon.
He burned down the villages of many in my horde.
The free peasantry is one thing, but a criminal with a price on his head in all the northern realms? This is too much.
Saskia, say the word and we'll depart.
Hear me out. Yorvith came to fight for me. I trust him, and I know that he'll stay the course. Just like each of you.
How could you know that? He's an elf. Treason runs in his veins.
He's been fighting humans for a century.
But for the first time in scores of years, his fight makes sense. The Scoia'tael know no peace. They've died for Nilfgaard, for the Valley of the Flowers, in vain. They've been betrayed and cheated. Now they have a new goal. The Pontar Valley could be the first state where no man would have to fear elven arrows when venturing beyond city walls. And elves and dwarves wouldn't live in ghettos or on reservations. First, however, we have a battle to win. You know who we're up against. It's a splendid army, brave and well led. They cannot be scared off or routed. They have to be killed. I want Yorvith to sit at the same table as we do. I want him to kill Cadweni for us. And I assure you that he'll do so with a smile, if only you let him.
If I'm to see a smile on that skinny face, I'm in. Yorvith stays.
Bloody hell. Father's turning in his grave, but a must's a must. I say aye. Nay.
You killed my men, elf. Remember them?
If I hadn't killed them, they'd have killed me.
All right. For the sake of better times, and for Kedwin's doom, aye!
Down with the sons of bitches! Cheers!
Uh-oh.
Poison! She's dying. Take her somewhere safe and guard her with your lives. I'll gather what I need and join you soon.
I'll place my best warriors on watch.
Quickly, lads! A litter!
She ceased casting spells.
Saskia, is she alive?
In a manner of speaking, I've slowed her life functions as far as possible. Her condition is stable.
What was the poison?
Do you know the poison?
Thaumadur, commonly known as mage pain. It has a terrible reputation.
An antidote must exist.
What can we do?
Treatment will require herbs, magic, and blood.
Not ordinary blood, I presume.
Correct. We require royal blood.
We could use Letho right now.
The nearest king is on the other side of the Mist of Wraiths.
You misunderstood me. It need not be the blood of a ruling monarch. It is the genotype contained in royal blood that is required. Kings issue from ancient dynasties. Over the ages, to survive, rulers needed exceptional resistance and strength. As royal dynasties rarely admit common blood, the strength of their genes remains great. I shall employ self-healing genetic therapy that will teach Saskia's body how to rid itself of the poison.
You'll have her drink human blood.
No, I shall inject it directly into her heart.
Απλά πραγματάκια, καθημερινά.
What kind of herbs are we talking about?
I'll need a subterranean variety of purple foxglove, known to the dwarves as the Immortelle, and an elven rose of remembrance.
Όχι! Όχι.
Where will we find immortelles?
They grow deep beneath the earth, which should not be a problem as Vergen lies on top of a mine.
How will they help Saskia?
Mage pain wreaks havoc in internal tissues. The Immortelle will help restore them.
Δεν έχω επιλογή, θα το πω δηλαδή.
Triss had a rose of remembrance. She claimed the flowers are exceptional.
Long ago, the Enshe who succeeded in cultivating the roses enjoyed great respect,
Times have changed.
as have elves.
There are no elven gardens nearby. We must return to Flotsam.
Triss has a rose of remembrance from Flotsam. It's her we need to find. What else do you need to heal Saskia?
Thaumadour is a self-perpetuating substance. Any incursion into a cluster of poisoned cells causes an immediate chain reaction. Each tainted cell that is removed is replaced by 10 new tainted cells. To interrupt this reaction, I'll need an ungodly amount of the power. A water or air genie, or one of the 20 legendary rings of power would be best.
One to bring them all and in the darkness bind them.
Right. And then I'll have to run barefooted to the top of a volcano.
All right, all right. Let's forget the rings. I need a vast quantity of the power, no matter the source. Find something.
An immortelle, a rose of remembrance, royal blood and magic sounds like a fairy tale.
A poor one at that. No prince's kiss to top things off.
I wish it were a fairy tale, especially a poor one, as a happy ending would then be inevitable. May I count on your help, Geralt?
You may. What about the Battle of Wraiths?
I must first see if the spells keeping Saskia alive are in order. Then we'll consider how best to send the spectres to their rest. Actually, you could tend to that yourself. Ask the locals about the battle. Maybe you'll learn something.
In that case, I shall search for the poisoner.
Να δούμε ποιος είναι αυτός που την προσπάθησε να τη σκοτώσει.
Only Philippa Eilhart may enter.
New quest phase, the War Council, which is completed now. Και πήραμε και ένα level. Τελειώνουμε με τα νταμπαντούπα. Άντε. Είπα κι εγώ.
Don't let her die, Vatkin.
Έχει κι άλλα. Τελειώσα.
Only Philippa Eilhart may enter.
Μιτζή τελείωνε με τα quests. Να κάτσω τουλάχιστον. Μην μου βγάλει κι άλλο. Ωραία, για να δούμε τώρα λίγο τι έλεγαν τα quests. Subterranean life. To call Philippa Eilhart a healer is like calling a drowner an advertiser of swimming. Okay. Προσπαθώ να μιλήσω, ισχύα. Οπότε πρέπει να μιλήσουμε στον Ζόλταν, στην μάγισσα στην οποία δεν μας αφήνουν, να βρούμε κάτι magical artifacts από κάποιους που πεθάνανε σε κάποια μάχη. Τι έχουμε εδώ, μάζοξη.
People of Vergen, we have a magical mist full of ghosts just outside our walls, so you'd better think twice before entering it. The mist, may the plague take it, threatens all manner of creatures, so anyone headed to the quarries or walking through the gullies should take exceptional heed. The squirrels that have made camp by the burnt huts are not our enemies, so says Saskia, and so it is. Master Geralt of Rivia and Sorceress Philippa Eilhart will deal with the mist and the wraiths. And now, open the gates and get to work.
Ωραία. Cecil, έλα λίγο εδώ. Are you collecting taxes? Πονεμένη ιστορία.
We can't feed ourselves nor fortify our walls with rebel slogans alone. But rest easy. Stennis and the nobles won't get a single oren from us.
Έτσι, μπράβο.
Though, of course, the prince is just waiting for the right moment to get his grubby hands on our finances.
I'm sure his motivations are pure, and he'll do it exclusively out of regard for his subjects. How long have you been alderman?
My predecessor was killed 3 years ago. I was one of his advisors. I knew my way round the circus, so I volunteered to manage things. No one opposed me. Mostly I deal with trade and taxes, and I organize assorted matters. In the end, everyone listens to Saskia exclusively, me included.
Έχω ένα σχόλιο για το ότι όλοι ακούνε τη Saskia, αλλά δεν θα το κάνω γιατί δεν είναι καλό. Πάντως και εγώ θα την άκουγα.
How are things?
Everyone awaits the battle. Some pray, others drink. Zoltan and Yarpen are chasing peasants around the square. They need a bit of drilling. Jorveth's warriors are trying to be inconspicuous, so they should. I'd feel better if they crawled up the devil's arse and disappeared. But Saskia thinks we don't stand a chance without them.
Και η στιγμή που όλοι περιμέναμε...
I'd like to play dice.
Shall we?
Όχι, αλλά τέλος πάντων είναι για το καλό του quest. Όπως βλέπετε έχω διορθώσει το πρόβλημα με το texture που δεν το εμφάνιζε. Λοιπόν, έχουμε 2 άσους και τίποτα άλλο. Και αυτός έχει 4 πεντάρια. Χειρότερα δεν πάει. Αλλά έχασα γιατί εγώ έχω 4 διάρια. God damn it.
You might have beat the innkeeper, but you didn't stand a chance against me.
We'll see next time.
Αυτό λέω, έλα εδώ, μη φεύγεις. Έχουμε
I'd like
ακόμα.
to play dice.
Shall we?
Δείξα.
I'll have to raise taxes. Here are your winnings.
Aren't you gonna ask for a rematch?
You're too good. Try Haggard or Smith's Apprentice.
Okay, αν μου πείτε και πού βρίσκεται. Game saved. Λοιπόν, μου τον δείχνει για να πάμε στο journal. Poker face, Vergen. But one opponent remaining μόνο. Λοιπόν, για να τον βρούμε. Βρίσκεται κάπου κατά εκεί, λέει ο χάρτης. Πάμε να δούμε. Καλά, που είχαν εφευρέσει τα GPS από τότε.
Hello, Chief.
Hello, Haggard.
Mind a closer look at your swords? Care to browse through my wares?
No, not really. Let's play
I'd like
dice.
to play dice.
Shall we play now? You may know how to wave those swords around, but you're absolute shite at dice.
Time will tell.
At your service.
Παιδιά.
I wouldn't mind a close.
I'd like to play.
Shall we play? You may know how to wave those
Yep.
swords around, but you're absolute shite at dice.
Time will tell.
Δεν με αφήνει να παίξω, γιατί?
Hello, Chief.
Τώρα είναι επειδή είναι νύχτα και είναι κοιμάται, πρέπει να τον βρω έξω κάπου ή κάποιο bug. Οκ, λοιπόν τότε πάμε στο Journal Valley και στο Brigiton να μας δείξει που βρίσκονται οι άλλοι τώρα. Map. Είναι αυτό, δεν είναι το είναι πιο κάτω αυτό. Οκ. Εδώ υποτίθεται ότι θα πρέπει να είναι ο Ζόλταν και ο άλλος, αλλά πού είναι?
Don't try anything.
Καλά. Όχι, αυτό ένα κελί είναι άδειο. Γιατί μου τους δείχνει εδώ? Μήπως έχει κάτι από κάτω? Εδώ. Όχι. Οκ, αυτά πώς και μου ξεφυγάνε και δεν τα βλέπω τώρα. Α, μήπως είναι κάπου από εδώ κάτω. Όχι. Α, μήπως είναι στο in μέσα. Για πάμε να δούμε.
I must talk to you, Richard.
Θα έλεγα τώρα με χαιρέτησε. Τι ακριβώς θέλεις?
What's going on?
I'm Elias, of Yorveth's commando. I have an urgent matter.
Tell me.
Men from Vergen have been disappearing for some time. We recently found some of their corpses, so it doesn't seem to be desertion.
The victims were all male. Where did you find the bodies? What state were the corpses in?
Where did you find the bodies?
In different places, mainly in the burned village near the ravine that leads to the town.
I need to see the corpses.
They're all buried.
Where?
Beneath a mound in the forest behind Vergen, but you shouldn't go there.
Why not?
Desecrating graves is a serious offense. The families of the dead will be furious.
What state were the bodies in?
They looked gruesome. Nothing an elf would have done, nor a human.
Only men among the victims?
Young men, humans and elves.
Any reward?
I don't work for free.
You'll get your reward. Do well, and I may give you something more than coin. We're losing good men.
Okay, I'll do
I'll
it.
see what I can do.
Go to the burned village or examine the corpses in the catacombs beyond Vergen. Οκ, συνεχίζω όμως για το άλλο του πράγμα που ήθελα, το poker.
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
Look, another one. Ah, you've told that story a thousand times. I've heard enough of flying women.
It was very unusual.
What would be unusual is if you return home sober for once. You won't trick me into buying you around.
Οκ, ποιος είναι αυτός? Τι μου έγραψε? Ποιος φωνάζει, βρε?
Who's he? He travels the lands, killing monsters for
Lots going on around here.
Όχι, αυτό το έχουμε ξαναπεί. Ναι.
Hope things get...
Οκ.
Let me tell you about
Βλέπω τον Dandelion. Α, και είναι όλοι εδώ μαζεμένοι. Οκ.
Geralt, sit down. We haven't yet celebrated your raid into the mist. Ah, sorry. Where are my manners? Sheldon Skaggs, veteran of the battles of Sodden and Brenna.
And all inns along the way.
You've already met Vergen's elder?
Greetings. Gentlemen, not sure about you, but my throat's parched from all these greetings.
Funny, those were the first words out of your mouth.
Master Dandelion's right. A round for everyone! On me!
Let's drink.
I'll gladly wash the road's dust from my throat, especially in such good company.
Too bad Caleb Stratton's not here. May he rest in peace.
A worthy dwarf he was. Here's to him.
Sheldon, you're lagging behind.
I've got a little screw coming tonight.
More reason to drink makes you more vigorous.
My prick withers like an old crone's tits if I drink.
And tie a carrot to it.
So, what brings you here, Geralt?
Αχ, τι ακούω. Λοιπόν, ας ξεκινήσουμε. Είναι λίγο πολλά τα πάντα ή μου φαίνεται εμένα.
Ever heard of a unit called the Dun Banner? Apparently they left their standard behind during the last war. I need to find it if I'm to lift the curse.
Aye, the standard lies in a crypt with those of the unit who perished here.
Where's this crypt?
Not the easiest place to find. Turn right past the market and look for a passage carved right through the rocks. That'll lead you to a valley filled with tombs and crypts.
To the fallen!
Have you ever heard of a plant called the Dwarven Immortelle?
Have we? The pigs have tight arses.
To tell the truth, I've no idea, Skaggs.
It's just a saying.
You're the only one using it.
Witcher, the Immortelle. It appears most often near anthracite and aluminosilicate deposits.
Philippa needs it to heal Saskia.
A rare curio, but there's a mine nearby, and who knows? You might find it deep underground.
Ούτως ή άλλως θα πάω στο mine.
Why are you dwarves fighting for Saskia?
If I had a knack for business, I'd be sitting on my arse in my own inn, not giving a shit for this war. And what's my trade? Axe swinging. That's what. And if I could get killed, I'd rather know what I'm risking my neck for.
The woman's cuckoo, ready to spit in the Emperor's face even. But I have to admit, she knows all about warcraft. And damn it, she's right. Free Vergen, no matter if you're a dwarf, man or mangy elf.
Do you hear him, Zigrin? Down on the elves already. And I bet he wouldn't sniff at 30 additional archers in battle.
So where's this mine?
Far?
Not at all. It's in Vergen itself, in the town's upper quarter.
You're eager for this expedition, but nobody told the Witcher that the mine's closed.
Closed? That's true. But it's long overdue a cleaning. Weed out all the underground shit.
What are you talking about?
Not a month ago, miners started disappearing. Must have tapped the wrong vein and woken some scum from the deep. We wanted to send a crew of stout fellows in, but Saskia said she needs all the soldiers she can find up top and ready to defend the town. We closed the shaft, fearing the filth would emerge and overrun us all.
Looks like we arrived just in time, eh, Geralt?
So it seems. Let's go.
Right on. With this crew, we needn't fear any monster. How about you, Sheldon? You coming with us, or staying around to get your fuck?
Another chance like this won't come around in a hurry. Fucking can wait. I'm with you.
Let's meet at the mine's entrance.
Οκ, αρκεί να μην μου φύγετε όλοι κατευθείαν όπως φεύγετε τώρα. Περιμένετε ρε παιδιά. Παιδιά, κάποιο... Είναι δυνατόν.